YouTube, what's up? Mace, back for another video. So yeah, been missing for quite some time now. Been getting my head clear, been getting things sorted out, and then wasn't trading as much as I wanted to, but I'm back at it now. Not never too late. So we're in the month of May. I started back really fully beginning of May, so that's why I'm back on YouTube right now. Like I said, I started this channel just to follow along with my trades, just to document my journey, and then become a six-figure trader. That's what it really was about, and just to encourage the upcoming traders and to just give you guys confidence that you don't need anyone to look up to. Like, you have people who can inspire you, but you shouldn't be looking up to nobody. Well, for me, I love the one person, that's Christ, God, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've seen a lot of people, it's good to have a mentor, and I see a lot of people just following these individuals from social media platforms, not even knowing that sometimes they in it for themselves. They don't care 1 cent about you or if you succeed or not. They just care about selling a course, selling a course. The more courses they sell, the more money they make. But that's for a different video. I won't be exposing individuals, but I will be exposing a lot about this industry when it comes to forex trading. Anyhow, this video is just about me being able to catch a nice solid trade on US30 yesterday. So like I said, I'll be documenting a lot of trades that I take now. I usually would trade each day now. Well, just about each day because of the different strategy that I'm using right now, where I trade just US30 and NAS 100. So I'll show you that strategy probably on a later video, but for now, let's get into the video. So right now, you can see that I'm actually in a trade right now, and I'm actually in some decent drawdown, right? If you can see it, I'm trying to get a 1 to 5 right now, risk to reward. So that's what I usually try to get. I usually try to get a 1 to 5 or more. It's rare that I get a 2 to 1 because I just focus more on 1 to 5. So we realize, like, for the past couple of weeks, I've been doing pretty decent. Got some wins here and there. We're getting some losses here and there. So this was a loss. This was a loss. This was a nice little win I caught on that one there. And then, we go back. This was another win right there. So like I say, been doing pretty decent. Another win right there. Like, I've been doing pretty good. This is US30 right now. I won't really show my NAS chart because I'm really trying to focus on just what my thought process was on getting the same trade right now. This was yesterday to start the week. So what took place was, if I went on the 1 hour, I've noticed that last week Friday price ended up stopping at this big impulse right there. If I put a vertical line, this is where price ended last week Friday. So my thought process on that now was, I want to see what price is going to do moving forward for the upcoming week. Had a little divergence starting to form here. So if you know what divergence is, it's when RSI is showing one thing and price is showing another thing. So right now price is actually showing more buys, RSI is actually showing sells. So it gave me an indication that it's a potential that price could sell down. So I don't trade off the 1 hour when I go with NAS and 30. I don't trade off the 1 hour. I trade off the 15 minute only. I would peak on the 1 hour and there, depending on the see where other structures was, in order to know where I can probably take my stop losses or my take profits, things like that. But my thought process, like I said, was understanding what is the market trying to do for my upcoming New York session. So what I've realized was the NAS and 30, it moves the most with any other pair also, but Nas and 30, they're very volatile pairs, and they move the most during the New York session. I tend to realize they move around 9 from 9 until probably 2, 3. They will have some movements. Sometimes at the beginning, like the first 3, 4 hours of New York session, like I said, so from 9 to 11, 9 to 12, price will tend to go in one direction. And then around at 12, 1, it might start to go into another direction. Now, it don't happen all the time because some sessions you will see the price just rallied up and continue rallying up through the whole session, vice versa. So you look here, at the end of the session, it rallied up and just continued rallying up through the whole session. Here, you notice it started to rally up and then after around 11, 12, it started to sell down. So what took place was now that right then you notice the price started to buy through the whole session. Boom. Okay, so my thought process now, right, was I needed to identify the key areas that I'm in right now. So the key areas that I was in at the moment, I did not have this support here at the moment. I had the support a little bit higher around here. And I said I need to see what price is going to do at the beginning of the New York session. So the beginning of New York session started here, right? And what took place was this was my last New York high. It was my New York low before the market closed. Price consolidated through the whole Asian session and then began of New York, 8 o'clock. When it came to 9, it came with a bullish candle. So this was my indication I could have bought this back to this area, right? But I didn't take advantage of that. Price started to buy, closed the market in. Market opened up on Sunday with a gap. And that's when it just continued to consolidate through the whole Sunday up to Monday. So now my thought process was, okay, I'm gonna look to see what price do before 9 o'clock. Will price give me a break of this area before 9 o'clock where I could potentially look now for a pullback to actually buy. So it will look like this down here. Then I will look for the continuation. That's what I was anticipating for, looking for, but I also know that I had divergence forming on the 1 hour. Also, I'm seeing on the 15 minute. So I said I want to see what price is going to do. Price dropped here, as you can see. It made a pullback here, and then started to drop here again. So I had now a support line here drawn, trying to see if price is going to break this at the beginning of that session, which is 9 o'clock. And 9 o'clock came out and price rallied down here. So what I typically do, I don't usually enter trades with market execution unless that candle come out very nicely and give me what I exactly want. So what I usually do is put a sell stop. So I put a sell stop at the bottom of that first candle, and I said if price continues to rally down, I'll get into the trade, right? And I put my stops above this area. I never put it right down here, right in the zone. No, I need to make sure it's above that area, right? So the funny thing was, if I could put a line exactly where my stops is right in on. You can see this, right? This is where my stop is. Make this a little thicker. All right. So you notice it's above the blue line. So soon as I put my sell stop price started to rally up a little bit and then drop, right? And this when I was like, okay, I'm not gonna count this area as a resistance. I'm not. Although I see that it actually came there very aggressive, then pushed back up very aggressive, I wasn't counting that as a resistance area, return support. For some reason, I just didn't see that as a resistance area, but I saw it as support. So this is where I initially was looking for price to come back down to the same line, same support area. So I was looking for price to come back there. And price started to rally down and then find its way pushing back up very aggressively. And that's when I still was telling myself I still could see this selling, I still could see this selling. I'm wondering if price is just going to retest these areas for more sales to go lower. If not, I'm okay with losing. It is what it is. So at this moment, I was up almost a one to one, almost a one to one. So like I said, I don't try to get one to ones. I know it's still a good thing to get at times, but I try not to get those things. I try to go for a 1 to 5 or higher. If the trade doesn't give me that, but I see some nice setup and it's like a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, I would probably go for that. But yeah, um, so what happened afterwards? Price rallied up, and I started to see these rejections happening around this area. And I went ahead and I placed another sell stop below these wicks, and I had a stop loss that's a little bit higher above the first sales main stop loss. And I had this at the same entry once again for 2 to 1. What happened was once I saw this first candle, the second candle, this third candle, I said, okay, this is looking nice, this is gonna sell. When I saw this bullish candle, that's when my psychology started to play tricks with me. And I was like, dang, I wonder if I'm gonna get stopped out. And if so, that means it's gonna actually try to go more bullish, which makes no sense. So what happened was I closed out the second position that I had because I didn't enter yet. I just had a sell stop. I closed that out and I just said, let me see what the price is gonna do now. Now, the funny thing was price started to wake up and almost stop me out. If you see, I can't even tell you how many points or pips, whatever you guys want to call it, is it was here. My stop loss literally here, so I'd say 3 pips away from stopping me out. And price just found I'm not like price just started to reject that round area and just started to sell, and then never look back. I mean, that was crazy. Like that was a very crazy moment. Especially when price ended up coming back to this area. I was thinking like, should I take profits now and just call it one over because it could probably try to push back up again to this area. But I said because I saw it broke this trend line, the price was just respecting here, price respect there, there, there. I saw price broke it aggressively, and I said price could just be trying to come back here, the retest, actually sell low, which it actually did. So that's how I made that 147 pips on that trade, on 1 to 5, like I say, very nice trade. If I had a stop loss, even probably even 2 pips more, that spread probably would take me out. So that's why it's very important also don't be minding these people on Instagram or on YouTube who tell you to have tight stop losses, excuse my language, but tight stop losses. Try to get 3 to 1 risk to reward, this and that. Like, come on, like you have to understand what trading really is. Trading is an investment game, it's a business game. You have to be willing to lose to win. You can't be willing to lose, let's say $100 to try to get $1,000. Like, not saying that it's not realistic, but it's not consistent. You understand? You could get it once in a while because there's times where I enter trade and I go in instant profits and never look back. And I tell myself, wow, imagine if I had a 10, 15 pip stop loss, I would have eat. But I try to be realistic, try to give the trade room to move, to breathe. You know what I mean? And that's how I sustain my profitability. So right now, what I'm looking at is price has broken these lows right now and has been making a small little range consolidation right there. Price broke out of it a little bit. Now I'm anticipating for price, if I move this right now, this is what price broke. I'm not worrying about this area anymore. I'm looking to see if price is wanting to retest these little areas here. That can give me now an impulse here, pull back at these areas. That would be almost at the 38% to actually sell down. This would be my first target. This would be my overall, which would make it go back to this whole area right there. And if I were to zoom it out and go on a 1 hour, you have an area here that was broken but never retested. So you have resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, big push out, never retested these areas, so I'm looking to see if price is coming back to retest these areas. So you have this right there, you have this pullback right there. I'm looking for this to happen right there. If I make this stick so you can see it. So this is what I'm looking for right now. Impulse, pullback, continuation. So that's what I'm looking for overall. Hopefully this stop loss isn't too tight. The New York session opens back up tomorrow at 9. And right now we're in the Asian session. Asian session is garbage when it comes to NAS and US30. It just does the opposite of what the market needs to do. But so it's I'm not going to say the potential that it could probably stop me out during the session, but it could consolidate until a new session comes out, which I'm open for, or it can start to sell better for me. But yeah, that is how I was able to capture that big win right there. Um, like I say, I'll be posting more of my trades that I take now since I'm back in the market, since I'm just like I say, trying to document my journey to becoming a six-figure trader. And instead of the 9 to 5 business, instead of 9 to 5 world, I should say, it's okay. You know what I mean? Baby steps. Um, so far, if I show you my NAS, the NAS is doing pretty good right now. Pretty good. Got a big, got almost got a win on this one. This was last week Thursday. Caught a nice one Friday, the end of the week. This was a 2 to 5 risk to reward. Didn't caught anything yesterday on NAS. This was a very nice trade as well. Wasn't able to catch that, fortunately, but I was able to see this opportunity this morning. Um, Now I started off very aggressive. I saw, so I had this as an area of resistance. Price broke it, retested, started to buy, found resistance now, consolidated a little during the Asian session. New York session started bullish, I mean bearish, and then it went back to around these little areas that have recently broken right now, right now. So resistance turns into support now, and I'm looking to carry it up. So right now, I'm having this kind of market structure right now. I have an impulse, pullback, continuation, pullback, for continuation, right all the way down. So that is what I'm looking for right now on NAS 100. So far, like I said, I'm up some decent money. So what I could potentially look for right now is see if price might want to test these areas again, test this right now to actually buy up. That's what I'm looking for potentially happen. So yeah, let's see what's going on. I'll keep you guys updated. Most likely I'll know by tomorrow if they are winners, if they are losers. If you like this type of thing, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. God bless you all. Be safe. Enjoy your day.